Hey guys, hey! It's Bianca from Plan.live.budget. How are you today? Oh my gosh, I know it's been a hot minute. We finally did it. We sold the camper, we moved. I will get into that when we get into the day by day. But first, take a look at this kit. So for April, the theme is flowers. This kit is from Leonard Designs and it's called Vintage Letter. Did I look it up? Nope, but I'm pretty sure it's vintage letter. Something vintage. Anyways, super cute kit. At first I was like, totally not my style, the artwork, but the colors are pretty, and I felt like it's a good like even though we're in April, it's still kind of winter-ish, depending where you live, I guess. But yeah. So I love the colors. I love how it's still dark. I don't know, it still gives me that April vibes. So I'm happy. I'm loving it. So, anywho, but yes, a lot has happened. This is the week that we packed up, we moved, we sold the camper. We are currently in our new place. So right now, as I'm doing this base, that's what it's called. As I'm putting down the base, I was actually in the camper, and then doing the day by day. You'll see it. Mm, I don't know if you'll see a big difference that the background per se. The mat that I have right there is, I obviously brought it with me. I kept the same desk though, and I had to buy a bar stool, and oh my gosh, it's like not the most comfortable bar stool, but at least I have a setup. I can film. It will be fine. So yeah, I did some planning in advance because I knew over the weekend I wouldn't be able to do much, especially with memory planning. I knew I wasn't going to be able to pull any stickers and any of that stuff. So yeah. Anywho, I think I'm going to go ahead and get into the day by day. I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of explanations and explaining. It's going to be very talkative. So grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a drink, and we'll get into my day by day. I'm gonna have a sip right now. Luna's looking at me like I'm crazy, but I am. What else is new? Okay, so we are filming or planning from March 27th through April 2nd. I can't believe it's April already, you guys. Like, it's just crazy, right? Like, it's April. And now that I'm filming this, because of course, I didn't get to do the memory spread on time. So this is like, today is actually Easter, April 9th. So happier Easter if you guys celebrate. So yeah, it's crazy. I can't believe it's April. But anyways, so for Monday, coffee and breakfast as per usual. Went to work, worked the 11 to 7:30. I can't believe it though, because I was looking at my scripts when I was pulling my stickers, and I was like, oh, I made those custom scripts that said 9 to 5:30, and of course we get our shift changed, so I'm gonna have to get custom scripts that say 11 to 7:30. So twinsy when I get off of my no spend. Anywho, so I actually woke up this day and a little bit early, and I just went back to sleep. I was like, nope, not doing it. And I was able to go back to sleep. Normally I can't. Normally if I'm up and I go pee, I can't go back to sleep. Let me know down in the comments down below if you guys are the same way, or are you able to fall asleep easily? I can't. Like, I swear, once I'm up, I'm up. It sucks. But anywho, I got to go back to sleep, which was nice. It was a good day at work. Up until we find out that one of our fellow travelers got canceled, and it was very confusing. So Vince and I were both playing detective because we wanted to know why. Because it's like, okay, what did she do? So A, we wouldn't do it. And B, like, it's not good as a traveler to get canceled from a facility. Like, they say it black marks you, but honestly, like I've canceled my contract before and had no problem. I just wanted to know like what was going on. Was it fair? Because as a fellow traveler, you kind of like look after each other. When a new traveler comes in, you're like, hey, heads up, like, don't do this, or this is how it is here, or whatever, like, it's almost like unspoken family in a way. At least we are like that. I don't know, maybe other people aren't, but anywho, so we were playing detective and trying to figure it out, and I still don't think it's like, it still doesn't make sense to us, to me, but it is, I mean, it is what it is. It's like nothing that we can do, but I don't know. Anyhow, so I also cleaned the bathroom and we watched SpongeBob SquarePants. I'm telling you guys, we're taking the longest break from Schitt's Creek. Like, I want to watch it and I want to finish it because I like it, but I don't know what's going on that we're watching this cooking show competition from Guy Ferrari, and I'm just like, are we ever going to get back to it? I don't know. We're also behind on Mandalorian. It's a hot mess. But Tuesday, I woke up early, um, had coffee and breakfast. I actually had avocado toast. Yay, yay. I need to get that script like abbreviated or something. But avocado toast. So good. It's basically guacamole. I'm so lazy. I used to make guacamole homemade, and now I just get it at the store. And I'm just like, because I mean, honestly, for it's like $4 or $5, well, inflation, but it's like under $5 for the tube. But I mean, like by the time you get all the ingredients and do it yourself, it's way more expensive. But maybe you get more out of it. I don't know. Anywho, I buy it now. Guacamole already made at the grocery store, and slap it on my toast. Call it a day. So good though. Um, I actually, fun note, side note, fun note. I used to not like avocado, like recently. We've been vegan for about a year or so now. And for some reason, we were at a restaurant. I think it was with my parents, and we got guacamole. Or no, it was just Vince and I. Because I remember taking my mom there when she came to visit. And it was so good. I was like surprised. I'm like, wait, what? Like, I never cared for guacamole or avocado. It just looked slimy and soft and just didn't please any of my texture palettes, but now I like it, so it's crazy. Anyways, I didn't want to go to work. My back was killing me. I don't know, between all the moving and packing and stuff that we were doing, and then it was raining. I had to lift up the porch, help Vince lift up the porch, which is one of our at the camper. And the porch comes down, and we kind of had like I had to hold the base while he was putting up the legs, and then we were able to push it all the way up and lock it in the rain. So much fun. But we did that before we went to work. Went to work. It was, I guess, uneventful. I didn't write anything down about work. Then we stopped by Wells Fargo. We had to get cash out so we could pay the guy that's going to pick up our camper, and haul it to Camping World, because we realized that if we both called off of work, which A, we didn't want to do because it's not good for the team, losing two people, and B, we would have lost some money. It was it was actually cheaper for us to pay him, believe it or not, but I don't know. At least before tax. So, anyways, we watched some SpongeBob and called it a day. So Wednesday, my back was literally killing me, and it also doesn't help when my lovely cat, who's sitting right next to me right now, Annabelle, she likes to sleep on me, but not on my head where half of her body's on my pillow. No, 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 no. She is on my back. She is so weird. I could be laying and snuggling Vince and laying sideways, like on my side, and she will come up and sleep on my rib cage or my shoulder blade. So she's either on my back, on my shoulder, she's physically on me. And she used to be, I think she was shy of under 10 pounds. I think she was like 9 pounds or whatever. But I think she lost a little weight because now that she was feeling better after going to the vet for so long for her sinuses and everything in her ear, I think she's been running around a lot more, especially now in this house. Now that we're not in the camper, I feel like they have more room to run around because the camper, I mean, our camper was almost 43 feet long, but there was so much stuff in the way. It's not like they had a clear, runway for them to be models and run down, 43 feet. So I think now that there's a big open living room and kitchen area, they have more room to run around. What do you see? She's like looking out the window. Anyhow, so my back was killing me. I called off of work. I was like, I can't. Like, I can't even bend over. It hurts. I can't. I need a rest. Because I knew also that later on that week, oh, you just wanted me to move my planner so you could sit on my lap. Okay. I understand now. So because I knew that we were going to be moving that weekend and everything, I was like, screw it. I'm just going to call out. I didn't want to because obviously we were really tight on money. We had to save and to pay off the rest of the camper. In order to sell the truck, we're going to do the same thing and pay the difference if my parents don't want to buy it. So I really didn't want to, but I had to. Like, it hurt that much. So I didn't go to work, but Vince did. I had my own coffee and breakfast after I got him settled and packed his lunch. But I had the whole camper to myself, so I grabbed some pillows, propped my back up on the couch, and I upload to YouTube. And I think I did some other things. I did a lot of computer stuff. Like, I organized my files on my computer, that kind of stuff. Stuff that you need to do, but never have the time to do it. Or when you do have time, you don't want to do it. So that was basically what I was doing. This night we had to check into our hotel. So when Vince came home, we ate dinner together, watched a quick show on the laptop because we packed up the Xbox and everything. Everything was basically packed. So we just had to throw like the cold stuff. Like, I asked him to get a bag of ice. So we packed up like the refrigerator, freezer, whatever was left that we wanted to bring over, which wasn't much because we ate out of it pretty well, and we also threw out some of the stuff that we knew we weren't going to get to or eat. Those like pickled stuff or that kind of stuff that you keep in the refrigerator that you might use here and there. Yeah, I was just like, screw it, we're not really going to eat it. Why would we pack it and haul it? Doesn't make any sense to me. So, yep, got everything, grabbed the cats, went to the hotel, checked in. Oh, before that, because I'm falling apart. As we were putting the cats in the cat carrier, which was in our bedroom in the camper, I went to turn to like move to get out of the way so we can start, bringing the cats into the car. And as I'm turning, I don't know if my foot got stuck or what, but I think because I turned and my foot was going one way, but my knee and my upper body was going the other way. Cringe, I know. I'm in healthcare, so it's like doesn't bother me, but I'm sorry. But it didn't pop out or anything, but it made that crunch noise. Like, I think it buckled a little bit. So when I tried to put pressure, it was just like, nope. And I was like, F, 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 F. So I'm hobbling, trying to help as much as I can, which is basically just handing Vince stuff. We get the cats in. Luckily, the hotel has those, what is that? Like that big long thing that you put all of your luggage on. Luckily, they had that. Put the cats on there, put our luggage on there, and got checked in. Luckily, Annabelle was fine. She has been in a hotel room before that was pet friendly, and I think she could smell dogs and hear them, and she was under the bed or behind the baseboard of the bed, and she was hissing the whole night. and I felt so bad for her. So I've ever since then tried not to bring her into hotel rooms because most of the time people travel with dogs, not cats. It's kind of rare for a cat. But anyways, she did really well. She sniffed around, walked around. I was keeping an eye on her. But she was fine. Like she wasn't hissing. She wasn't, so thank God. Like either A, they did a really good job cleaning, or B, there wasn't a dog there recently and they didn't hear any dogs. So very thankful for that. So yeah, that was Wednesday. So Thursday, woke up. I obviously called off of work. I have a busted, swollen knee. My back was feeling better since I rested it, but now it's like I have a busted knee, so I had to call off of work. But we had to wake up super early. We woke up at 7:30. I went ahead and called off of work. We drove over to, because now the hotel room was actually closer to work. So we had to drive back down to where the camper was. So we stopped by Starbucks, finished emptying the camper. There was just a couple of things that we couldn't get to that night. So we grabbed that, like the desk and all that. We had to put the desk immediately into the storage unit. So I'm glad we got there early. So we had time to do that. The guy was going to show up about 10 o'clock to pick up the camper. So I wanted to make sure everything was done. So yeah, we went, after we emptied it, we brought in the slides. I vacuumed it one more time. We rolled up everything, like, like the hose and the electric and all that. And took the desk to the storage unit, came back, finished our breakfast. He showed up, and then we went to work. So, well, he dropped me off at the hotel and helped me back into the hotel room and made sure I was okay. And then he went to work. So, but yeah, that was our morning, and he took it all, and took it to Camping World, and yeah. So I was ordering dinner because obviously I meal planned or meal prepped enough for, I had lunch for Thursday and that was it. So I knew we would have to eat out Thursday night and then Friday for lunch and dinner. So I ordered Ike's, which is like a sandwich place. They have some vegetarian slash vegan options, which is awesome. But for some reason, I don't know why, uh, everything wants to close so early here. It blows my mind. Some places close at 7, and I'm just like, that's really close to dinner. Like, not everybody eats dinner at 5 o'clock, okay? Just saying, like, stay open a little bit later. Especially since I work like the 11 to 7:30. I'm like, there's nothing open by the time we get off of work. It sucks. Other than Burger King, I'm sure. But anywho, Ike's was closing at 7 or something, so I knew Vince wasn't going to be able to get there in time, so I decided to use DoorDash and order Ike's. And then for some reason on DoorDash, they didn't have drinks from Ike's. I'm like, I know Ike's sells drinks, but for some reason on DoorDash, it didn't show any of the drinks. I'm like, that is so weird. So I was like, okay. So of course, when you place an order, it will say, oh, order within 5 minutes from another shop or somewhere else. Oh, I just jumped up on my computer and hit a button. So all the beeping noise just went into my earpods. But anyways, so I was like, Taco Bell was on the list. And I was like, ooh, the Mountain Dew Freezy sounds so good. It's one of my favorite drinks. So yeah, so I ordered some stuff from Taco Bell and I got a DoorDash, went downstairs, wobbled downstairs, I should say, went to go pick it up. Now get this, I wobbled back up to my room, and my key's not working. I can't get in. And I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm not crazy, right? Like, this is my hotel room, right? Like, I'm not crazy. Um, so yeah, I had to wobble back downstairs holding this bag of food and these 2 drinks and everything. And of course, I got enough food for tonight's dinner and for tomorrow to take for lunch for work. So I'm wobbling back downstairs, telling her about the keys. So she was like, okay, I can reset it for you. But then, so yeah, pause for a second on my story. This is my new setup. We are now filming in our new place. My, I don't even know what to call it. My name, Plan, Live, Budget. That cute little sign right there. I will have that link down below. It's something wood, something. I don't. It's an Etsy shop. The owner is super sweet, and I absolutely love it. So I will have that link down below. Anyways, back to the story. So of course, when Vince got home, I had to let him in, which was fine. And I gave him one of the new keys. I watched True Crime, of course, and we got paid the night before, but I didn't do any of the stuff like budgeting and looked at it until today. So I did that. I paid some bills, took a look at it to see how much we would have because we knew we would have to pay the difference on the camper. So yeah. And also, if you guys have any questions about any of the characters or icons that I'm using, let me know down below. I will have majority of the shops that I normally use on a daily, like all the icons shops, in the description down below. Excuse me, sorry. Why does that look so far away? Maybe I should zoom in more, but I am like sitting at the edge of my chair, and this is all the way pushed up, so I think I'm gonna have to readjust my setup so the camera is looking more directly down. It looks like you're looking directly down, but I scoot my planner so forward on my desk, but I guess it's not bad. You guys will have to let me know if you guys want it more zoomed in or not, because I feel like you can't really see the characters at all. But anyways, so that was Thursday. Friday, we slept in, you guys. All this moving around and waking up early and then working late and staying up late, it took a toll. And even though I stayed home, like I didn't nap, I'm not much of a napper unless I'm sick or super tired. Like today, I probably could have passed out. So we were exhausted. So of course, luckily we were at a hotel that was so close to the hospital. So we slept all the way in. Like I don't think we woke up until maybe 9:30, 10 o'clock. Like we slept in. It felt good. So I went to work. I had Vince look at my knee. The swelling went down because I was using my ice packs and everything, and the swelling went down. I was still had a limp, I was still wobbling a little bit, but I wanted to contribute to the work week. I was regretting it a little bit towards the end of the night. I'm just like, oh, because when you're limping, you're putting more weight on the other foot, and then your other foot hurts. It's just overall hot mess. I was a hot mess. But that's okay. I still showed up for work. We picked up dinner at Cozy Plum, and then we kind of did a mini pack up at the hotel because we knew we were going to be checking out the next day. So just a mini, clean up, pack up. And then we came home, chilled in bed with the kitties. I gamed, and we just ate dinner and chilled. We tried to go to bed early because we knew we were going to wake up early the next day, but going to bed early is kind of difficult. But anywho, hello April. We are now Saturday, April 1st. So this day we woke up at 7 in the morning. Gross. But we had a busy day. So we woke up at 7 in the morning, went to go check in at the furnish finder. Now our Jeep was completely full, right? We didn't bring everything into the hotel because why would we bring everything in and bring everything out? We just brought in one bag of clothes, the cat stuff, and that's basically it. And the cat stuff was enough. Their food, their water, because they have the automatic thing. They have that robot litter box, so we had a haul in there, and it was enough crap. So we went over to check in at the furnish finder, unpacked the Jeep real quick, then, which is like Vince being a superstar doing that because, again, my knee was still hurting me, so he was bringing a lot of the stuff up and down driveway, which is kind of steep, and then I was bringing it and kind of like organizing it, putting where it needs to go inside the house. So we met with the husband. We met the wife that owns the house when we first saw it. Then we met the husband because we went over the lease, because we changed it, because we got our extension. So we got that taken care of. We signed it. And then he was just giving us a rundown of the house and everything, when trash is, blah, 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 blah. All right, so we unpack, go back to the hotel, have breakfast, have coffee. We stopped by Starbucks and got coffee, had breakfast, packed everything up, packed up the cats, brought them back to the furnish finder. The robot decides that it wants to not work, so poor Vince was like working on it and looking at videos and everything, and it was just like, oh my gosh. So finally got it to work. We drove over to Camping World, which we were late for, but we called ahead of time and they were okay with it. Sold the camper, had to write a check for $19,000, and that hurt. That hurt. Like, you work hard saving your money, but it hurt because of like the biggest check I ever wrote, and I wasn't getting anything in return other than I was getting ahead of debt because we owed 42 on it. So I guess it was an even trade. So took care of that. Went to Burger King for lunch. Then we went to go see a friend. She was sweet enough to let us leave the truck at her house because I was like, oh my gosh, where are we going to park this truck now? You know, the KOA had so much room. So she was sweet enough to let us park it over at her house. We drove over there, stayed with them for a hot minute. Then we ordered DoorDash for dinner. We got Vietnamese food. So we got some pho, we got a sandwich, spring rolls. They had some vegan options, which was awesome. It was actually really good. We ate there again later in the week, so very good. And then we chilled, made sure the cats were okay, and yeah. And I didn't do anything else. My friend also told me not to do anything else because I really wanted to get back and finish unpacking and doing the dishes. There's no dishwasher here, so my psycho ass has to rewash everything that we're gonna use. So that means I have to rewash all the plates, all the silverware, everything, because I don't know why, it's just me that I have to wash the dishes when I get somewhere. Like on every single Airbnb, I take everything out, I throw it in the dishwasher before we use it. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's just me. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys do the same, but I need to make sure that stuff is clean. And I'm very picky about hand dishes, hand washing dishes, so I have to do them. So yeah. But my friend was like, don't do anything. You're going to go home and you're going to rest. And sure enough, we were so tired that we just ate dinner and we went to bed. So on Sunday, though, Luna decided to wake me up super early in the morning. It was 7 a.m. I actually realized after when I went to the bathroom and started getting awake that we didn't refill the automatic food thing. So they had food in it because we put food in it and water, but we didn't fill it up all the way, so it was empty, God forbid. So I think that's why she was like licking my face that morning. It was just like, wake up, Mom, wake up, which is weird because Vince normally feeds them, but sure, wake me up. It's fine. It's fine. So woke up early, started doing the dishes, started unpacking, and then by the time Vince got up, he went to go to Starbucks run to get coffee and breakfast. And then I didn't have laundry soap, so I couldn't start laundry. And I knew we didn't want to go all the way back down to the storage unit. So, and I already placed a grocery run the night before, or no, that morning. I was going to do it the night before, but for some reason, the cart, one of my credit cards wasn't going through for some reason. And it was because I had to verify that it was me making the purchase. So once I got that message and verified it, I placed an order that morning. So Vince went to go pick up the groceries and did a quick Target run as well because there were some things at the grocery store that they didn't have, so I had to get it at Target, which is fine. So when he came back, he brought back laundry soap because I figured I know it's at the storage unit, but I will eventually use it because we're going to be here until July. So yeah, finished doing dishes multiple times of doing dishes. Got the groceries in, did some meal prepping, finished up the laundry, and I watched YouTube and chilled because, oh my gosh, after doing all that and waking up so early, I was exhausted. But obviously, we didn't pack everything. There's still some stuff in storage, which I think we decided that we're just going to leave in storage. This place is just a one bedroom, one bath, and the laundry room, I guess you can call it, is actually outside of our unit. Like you walk outside our front door and turn left, and it's there. I think it's part of their garage that they just turned into a separate room. That's what I think. But anyways, whatever it is, it works. I have my own laundry unit. Like I don't have to go to the laundromat anymore, so I'm happy with that. But yeah, so because the room, the house itself is small, not as small as our tiny house, but at least, maybe it's about the same size. But anyways, I didn't want to have a bunch of totes everywhere, so we decided that we're just gonna keep the storage unit. It's only $120 a month, so I'll just have to budget that in. We'll make it work. But yeah, at least that way we have room. The cats can run around and have fun, and I don't have to look at a bunch of totes being stacked up everywhere. Because we have a lot. I didn't realize how much we had until we started emptying out the camper. And I'm just like, how did this camper hold that much stuff? It's crazy. But anyways, you guys, yes, we survived. It was hectic, but we worked hard and we got it done. And I feel a lot better as far as like anxiety. I think we both do. The camper was a big one. So now that that's done out of the way, we just have to work on the truck. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, please give this a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you guys have a great day or night whenever you guys are watching this. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.